We're talking about movies. Alright, so Air hits theaters this weekend. It's directed by Ben Affleck, the GOAT, Batfleck, probably my favorite Batman ever. Stars him in a kind of co-starring role. You got Matt Damon in there leading the way as Sonny Vaccaro. You got Jason Bateman in there, a lot of heavy hitters, and like this is a great movie. I think that so far this year, this is probably my favorite film of the year. I'm a big Ben Affleck guy. I love the stuff he's directed. The Town is a great movie. Argo. I was really excited for the Batman movie he was going to direct before that fell apart. If we could ever get that back, that would be a miracle, and I wish we could do that. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I just think he's a great director. He's probably a better director than he is an actor. Loves Duncan, a big Duncan guy. And I think that this movie is just incredible the way that it shows the story of how Nike, who at the time was a third-rate shoe company, courted Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. LeBron fans can at me in the comments if they want to, but it's true. Jordan is the GOAT. And this movie is just very interesting, the way like they portray how Converse at the time was like running the show, and really they only had the one signature shoe, and they had all the big time players, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, they were all signed on to him, and how they were kind of pitching Michael Jordan as like, look, you can be with them. But then Nike comes from the angle of, you could be with them or you could be the guy, and we'll give you your own shoe. And I didn't really know this story. I didn't know a lot of the people involved. I think Matt Damon is really good in this movie. Him and Ben Affleck, when they team up, like Good Will Hunting, fantastic movie. They always make good stuff together. Jason Bateman is really good in this movie too. I feel like for a long time, a lot of people just saw him as a comedic actor, but he, as of late, is like really showing how good of an actor he is in like really serious dramatic roles. Viola Davis as Michael Jordan's mother is really good in this movie, and I think that that's a cool angle of the movie too, is really that Michael Jordan's mom was really the one calling the shots, because Michael wanted to sign with Adidas, and she kind of like guided him in the way of like, look, they might not have your best interest out in mind, and they got the first ever shoe deal where the player got a percentage of the revenue from the sales, which I don't know if that has been done again, but they said how Michael Jordan makes like $400 million a year still to this day, just off the shoe sales alone. So this was really just like a historic deal of how they came to make this shoe and court Jordan to come to Nike. Chris Tucker was really good in this too. I hadn't seen him in anything in a while. I know they've been talking about Rush Hour 4 for about 10 years. But he was really good, and like he's kind of like the head of Matt Damon's branch at Nike, and Matt Damon kind of goes rogue and goes and talks to Michael Jordan's parents around his agent, which apparently is frowned upon in the business and could get everybody fired apparently. But like Tucker does a really good job of like, he knows that the Matt Damon's guy has a feeling about it, so he like tells him he shouldn't do it, but like he's like, I know you're going to do it anyway, just try to get it closed. And like, I thought that was an interesting angle. The agent was furious with Matt Damon, but like the mom was the key to making the deal with Michael. So he knew he had to do it, and apparently do something that is not, I guess, approved in the agency business, but it worked out for Nike. So I thought it was an interesting choice too. They don't really show Michael in the movie. They show like the back of his head and like him from blurry frame, but he's not like a prominent character in the movie, which I think is interesting because like everybody knows Michael Jordan, but you get to know more of like the people at Nike and they're thinking of going through this, and his mother, and just how that all played out. And I think it's a really good movie. I think by the time the Oscars come around, I would hope this would be nominated, and Ben Affleck would probably get a director nomination. Maybe not, but I thought it was a fantastic watch, and I would recommend you go see it this weekend. I know I talked about the Mario movie and how that may be good for kids and families, but I think like if you're like me, 24-year-old adult, I enjoyed this far more, and I thought it was really entertaining, really interesting, great acting, great directing, and this is just a really high-class movie, and it's just something I'd recommend. These are the type of movies I like, where like directors I like, Ben Affleck, Quentin Tarantino, Edgar Wright, people like that just make kind of different movies. They're unique. And I just found this to be really interesting, and it's a true story too, so you learn something. And if you're a basketball fan, this is great for you. I'm sure a lot of dads are going to go see this. There's this guy sitting next to me, like every single thing that happened, I was like, oh yeah, that's this, oh yeah. I'm guessing he was born in the 80s, but I mean, I found it to be very interesting, and I would recommend you check it out this weekend. And not to keep hating on the Mario movie, but when I was sitting in it yesterday, I was like, should have seen Air. And like the Mario movie's fun and everything, but this is like a good movie. This is something you'll enjoy. I think that especially basketball fans, you gotta get a kick out of this. And, you know, like I said, true story. I'm assuming it's more accurate than Cocaine Bear, which came out this year, which I don't think was accurate to the correct story at all. But I have not seen that, so I guess I cannot comment. But I would assume this is a little bit more accurate than the Cocaine Bear. So that is my review of Air. Did you see it? Let me know in the comments section below what you thought of Air. Let me know your favorite Ben Affleck movie, your favorite Dunkin' beverage. Let me know your favorite basketball team, basketball player, whatever you want to let me know. Let me know it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back soon with more reviews. I would really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to the channel to help us grow. And thanks again for all you guys do. You guys are great, and just have a great weekend.